Tierney. If you're new here, hello and welcome to my June wrap up and my July TBR. We're doing it earlier. Look at me go. We're doing it quicker. I read 10 books in the month of June, which is literally insane for me. I don't think I've ever hit double digits in a month before, and I'm super proud of myself. So good for me. I'm like so happy with that. Was any of it from my TBR? Yes, actually. Yes, it was, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I'd read two physical books off my TBR. Amazing. We did 2 physical books, 2 ebooks, and 6 audiobooks. So I'm pretty proud of myself. That's a good like mix for me, I feel like, because I feel like physical books and audiobooks are what I do most. So I did read 2 ebooks, which is good. I haven't done that in a while. So let's just hop right into what I read in June and then go into my July TBR. Shall we? The first book I read was Whiskey Chaser by Lucy Score and Claire Kingsley. I think it's getting traditionally published, so I got this as like an e-arc, and though I'm pretty sure it was like previously independently published, so now it's getting traditionally published. I don't remember when it comes out. Let's see. It comes out in August. No, that was wrong. I don't know when this like gets traditionally published, because this has been out for so long, but I got it as like an e-arc off of this like thing I can do with Barnes & Noble, and yeah, so I don't really know. Maybe August. I don't know. If I figure it out, I'll put it at the bottom, but I don't remember. But I gave it a 4.25 out of 5 stars. It's the first book in the Bootleg Springs series, and I enjoyed it. I wasn't sure how it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a little more suspenseful than it was, but there was some kind of like mystery aspect to it. But I don't know. I thought it was gonna be like a little crazier, but anyway, I still enjoyed it. Nonetheless, I would definitely recommend. So we had that one. Then we read Children of Fallen Gods by Carissa Broadbent, which is the second book of the War of Lost Hearts series. And then obviously after that, I did read Mother of Death and Dawn by Carissa Broadbent. Children of Fallen Gods, I gave a 4.5 stars. And Mother of Death and Dawn, I gave a 5 stars. This series was so good. I feel like everyone always reads Serpents and the Wings of Night by her more, but I definitely recommend the series. It was insanely good, and I was obsessed with it. It was more like high fantasy than romantasy, but it was so good. It's such a great ending. I would definitely recommend it. I'm not going to say much about those because it's the second and third book of the series, so I don't want to give anything away, but just know it was really good. Then, oh my gosh, we read one of my most anticipated releases in the second half of the year, because I got an e-arc. I read Grim Tidings by B.K. Borson. I was obsessed. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I am obsessed with it. I loved the first book, Ghosted, and then this one was just so good. He's a guardian angel and she's the Grim Reaper. Like, it was so good. I'm obsessed. Sorry. I'm like still in shock that I like literally still have it physically on my Kindle, and I'm obsessed. It was my first ever NetGalley request, and I got approved for it. And I was going crazy. I was so excited. I still need to write that review on NetGalley, but definitely it comes out September 15th. And if you haven't read this series yet, go read Ghosted, and then when this comes out, go read it, because it was fantastic. I love B.K. Borson. Like, she's like an auto-buy author now for me. I'm obsessed. It was so good. Like, Anyway, she's the Grim Reaper, he's a guardian angel. They meet, but don't know that they are each other. Like, they're both magical beings, and she is sent to this town to obviously collect somebody, and you don't know who it is. And then he's there in this town to protect everybody. So, and it was just so good. And the like little connection to Ghosted. Nope. Not Ghosted. What the frick is it called? Good Spirits. Oh my gosh. The connection, the like little connection in it with Good Spirits. Oh my gosh, I was like, loved it. Okay, I'm not gonna go too much more into that, but I'm obsessed, and you should definitely go read it when it comes out. Then I read Same Time Next Summer by Annabelle Monaghan. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was good. This is my first Annabelle Monaghan book. She came and did a signing at our store, so that is why I decided to pick up a book of hers and read it. And she said this is one of her favorite ones she wrote, so that is why I picked this one up. It was really cute, and I really enjoyed it. It's about this girl, Sam, who has a fiance, Jack, and they go to Long Island to visit her family at the beach house, which she hasn't been back to in years. And Jack's like seeing what her life is like during the summer, not just in Manhattan. And she runs into the old next door neighbor Wyatt, who they used to be together. So it's like a second chance romance. And it's like an older woman, like she's like my age, 30. And so it, like, I just felt like I connect to her because of that, if that makes sense. And she's just like trying to re-find herself. And I really enjoyed it. I was excited. Now I'm excited to read more of her books. I do own one book of hers because I got it signed, but I'm excited. It was a really good summertime read too, because it takes place in the summer in Long Island on the beach, so it's like perfect. Then I listened to Bound by Ali Hazelwood. It is a Spotify exclusive book right now. It's the first book in the Bound and Unbound series. I gave it a 3.75 out of 5 stars. It was good. It was cute. I felt like I wanted it to be longer because they're like novellas when she does this, and I just feel like I wanted a little more depth to the story, if that makes sense. But I still enjoy it. I love everything Ali Hazelwood writes. So then we have our first physical book, which was Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. This and Same Time Next Summer kind of are similar in a way. So like, because they're like childhood best friends to lovers kind of vibes, and same kind of premise, which I realized. But this follows George and what is her name? Frankie. George and Frankie. And Frankie gets dumped on her wedding night, or the day before her wedding, and George decides that they both should go take her honeymoon to get her out of like a funk after being left at the altar, basically. So I love everything Carly Fortune writes, so it's a good summer read, so definitely recommend. Then we finally started The Hunger Games. I read The Hunger Games, and wow, I don't know why I never picked this up before. I gave it a 4, the first one a 4 point, I wrote 4.25, I might change it to a 4.5 because it was just so good. Why have I never read it before? Why? Tell me why I haven't read it before. But like, what? Everyone knows what The Hunger Games is. Katniss and Peeta go in to compete in the Hunger Games. I don't want to say too much in it, but like the fact that I haven't read it yet, what was I doing? What was I doing? I listened to it. It was great. I had an amazing time, and I was like, oh my god, I was so invested in it. And they did such a good book to movie adaptation. I felt like, because I've watched all of them, but the first one I've watched multiple times, and like I remember it more than the other two. And the first one, like I could just picture everything. They put like so many of the importance, like they put everything they could into that movie, and I feel like it's such a well done book to movie adaptation that not many are like that, and this one is really good. Like I was so impressed with it, and yeah, I'm now obsessed with this whole universe, so it was so good. Then I read The Deal by Elle Kennedy, gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm obsessed with Garrett Graham. Garrett Graham, chef's kiss. Like, I love this man. So I'm excited. I'm so invested now. I'm like about to reread. Like I want to just read all of it now. So The Deal by Elle Kennedy. And this was also an amazing book to TV show adaptation. Like they put everything, like there was only just like some tiny changes from the book to the show, and it was just so well done. I love when they do that with the books to shows or movies, and they just keep every significant thing that like you need to have in it. You can change like minor details, but the fact that they kept it so true to the book, I love that. I really love that. More people should take notes. Take notes. Yes. The Deal by Elle Kennedy. Then the last book I read in June was Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins, which is the second book in the Hunger Games. Like I said, I was literally on a roll. I like just went back to back to back reading these books. So good. Literally so good. It was slow in the, well, I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, but it was slow in like the first half because it's just them going on like their victory tour, and the action starts like halfway through the book, but it was still wild. Literally so wild. So, just obsessed. If you haven't read the Hunger Games series yet, what are you doing? Go read it right now. Turn it off, go read the Hunger Games. Literally so good. Alright, and that is the 10 books I read in June. Now, let's move on to my July TBR. I only have 5 books this month on my July TBR because I want to really focus on reading the actual books I put on my physical TBR for the month, and I feel like this selection is a good selection, and I want to start just like being intentional with the books I put on my TBR, because I keep just like randomly throwing books on here that I feel like I'm not gonna read. So we only picked 5 this time, but there are 5 books I really want to read soon, so that's why I feel like I can do it. I definitely think I can do it. So the first book we have on our TBR is The Mistake by Elle Kennedy. I just got this book back from my aunt. My aunt's like a book ahead of me, so like she read The Deal first, then I read it. When she took this book, she read it, and I just gave her book 3, and now I'm gonna read The Mistake. So because I need more off campus. I need more of it, so we're gonna read The Mistake. This is Logan and Grace's story. So the show is switching. Season 2 is gonna be the 3rd book instead of the 2nd book. There's a car person. My neighbor just left, so it was like I'm sitting literally on my porch and you can see me. So anyway, the 2nd season of the show is going to be the 3rd book, 3rd couple's book, like that one. This one will be probably after, but the 2nd book is Logan and Grace. So I'm really excited. It's shorter than the 1st book, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we have The Mistake by Elle Kennedy, and I'm really excited to go back into the off-campus world because I've been literally just obsessed with it, and I can't stop thinking about it. It's the one thing I just can't stop thinking about, and I don't know, I'm obsessed. So we have that one. Then we have Cowboy Casual by Holly Renee. This is on my 26 books of 2026, so I really want to read it soon, and I just need a good cowboy romance. It's summertime now, and I feel like just cowboy romances remind me of summer. I don't know why. It's like I just think of the rodeo and doing all these outdoor activities. Like, I don't know. It's just something about cowboys makes me think of summer. So we have Cowboy Casual. I'm very excited to read it. I need more cowboy in my life, and I've read all of Elsie Silver's books, so now we need to move on to other cowboys. So we have that one. Then we have Into the Fading Twilight by Catherine Cowles. This is the 2nd book in the Starlight Grove series. I did read Vanishing Across the Sky 2 months ago, and I finally got the physical ARC copy, and I'm very excited to read this one. People are flying down this road right now, and it's downpouring. Like, what? People go crazy here. It's insane. I loved the 1st book, and I'm very excited about the 2nd book. I'm very excited to read Nova and Cole's story, especially because you find out about Nova, like you learn about Nova in the 1st book and what happened to her. So it's going to be really interesting to see her deal with everything that happened. And Cole, spoiler alert, he rescued her. So I'm excited to see their story unfold. So we have that one. Then we have Immortal Consequences by Ivy Marie. This is our July young adult monthly pick at work. I need to get back in my monthly pick grind. I skipped out the past 2 months. There was just nothing calling to me. I tried one last month, and then I read like what it was really about, and I'm like, maybe not. Like, I'm probably gonna get rid of that book now that I think about it, because I just am not, I don't think I'll ever read it. So, but this one I'm very excited about because I've been into it for a while. When this book first came out, because this is the hardcover book, she came and did a signing at the store and talked about the book, and it was just such an interesting concept. Let's see. And I'm very excited. The 2nd book actually comes out, I want to say in August or September, so I'm very intrigued by this book. So I need to get back in my monthly pick grind, because that was one of my goals for the year, is to read a monthly pick every month, and I'm not doing too great. I was doing really good, and now we kind of fell off a little bit, but we're gonna get back into it. We have 6 more months to do it. So, and if I do that for the rest of the month, the year, I'll feel very accomplished. So we have that one. And then the last one is a summer book, because it's summer and I need summertime, and Megan Quinn just hits during the summer. So we have Rules for the Summer by Megan Quinn. I read Till Summer Do Us Part last summer, and it was amazing. So I just need another good summer romance by her. She's so funny, and I love all of the books. Her banter is so good in her books, and I need another Megan Quinn book. So this is the last one on my TBR, and I'm very excited. I feel like I have a really good lineup for my TBR, and I feel like I can actually accomplish it, because they're all books I'm like so invested in and want to read so badly. So obviously I have some like audiobooks I'm gonna read, maybe some ebooks, I don't know, we'll see. But these, I'm always doing my TBR based off of my physical TBR that I own, because I need to dwindle that down, as you can tell. But anyway, comment down below what is on your July TBR and what your most anticipated read is for the summer, because I'm very intrigued, and I want to know what you guys are reading. Also, let me know if you've read any of these books and which one I should read first, because we need to pick it up. Jesus, why are there so many cars? It's downpouring, just stay home. Anyway, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below for more fun book videos coming soon. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!